Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, we are live here the day after Valentine's Day, so fittingly called. The race is the cheap chocolate 125. Get out to your local WalMarts, your Walgreens, your CVS, your dollar stores. Get that half price chocolate. You've earned it. But we are here tonight at the wonderful uh, itty bitty little 3/8 mile bouldering Lanier Speedway, just outside of Road Atlanta. This place still exists in a sense, but there's no inside walls. It's there's no striping. It's basically autocross drift events. Um, does not operate as a racetrack. I'm sure it's used for overflow parking for races at Road Atlanta, but does not operate as a racetrack. We'll throw up your race information real quick. 3/8 mile the distance, 74 degrees on the track, 71 ambient temperature, 2 mile an hour wind. Nice, beautiful uh, Georgia night. Brazelton, Georgia, the town. But we're going to roll out a brand new segment for tonight. We don't have any graphics for it, we don't have anything for it. But we have peg legs pointers. And the driver himself, we're going to go ahead and grab Kieran Church. Kieran, you qualified in the 6th position, and you're the unlucky driver selected for the peg legs pointers. Why don't you tell us how you get around this place?
Well, I've kind of gotten in a groove around here. It's probably not the best way. I just kind of go into one here, light brake, and then the later in the run you can clip that apron to help rotate off. But early with this setup here, it's pretty loose. You kind of can make a wide arc and get a late center there, and you can get a decent run off. But during the race, you'll do a little bit more shallow entry to kind of block off the passes. But the key is mainly just not using up your tires and not getting slammed from behind and trying to spin out and spin your tires off exit, burn them up. We got 125 laps with one set.
Alrighty, you gonna kind of take it easy, save your tires. You gonna try to make an early gun for the front.
I'm gonna just try to run a race and make sure I have tire at the end because I haven't been able to do too well in practice trying to figure out that
Warning
pace.
not to park there.
Alrighty, best of luck to you. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you at the end of the race.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, there's your new segment, the inaugural segment, the peg legs pointers with Kieran Church. Week 1, we'll grab a different driver every week, every track, and kind of get some let you guys get some ideas on what it's like to get around these tracks. For those of you at home, don't have much short track experience, not much iRacing experience, you want to see what it's like inside these guys' heads. Alrighty, looks like we are wrapping up the warm up, and we're gonna roll into your feature event. We'll go ahead and pull up the grid real quick. On the pole is the 16 machine of Daniel Pope and that Celebrity's Hot Dog 16 XCI machine. Outside of him by 1/1000th of a second is Jason Warren in that 45 machine, Velocity Motorsports backed machine. Outside or inside row number 2 is smoking Sam Wetstein with a smoking lap, just 9/1000ths off of Pope. So less than 100th separates the top 3 in qualifying. Cody Bame to his outside in that 78 machine. Rounding out your top 5 is Rick Rube in that 81. Outside of him is your peg leg pointer driver this week, Kieran Church. Josh Oswald in that 8th spot. Inside of him is Eric Tracy. Rolling off ninth is the 33 machine. Meyer Motorsports, Roca, powered 33, Brandon Meyer. Dylan Bates outside of him in that all black 10 machine, or 91 machine in the 10th spot, sorry. William Griffith and Tyler Rice making up the 11th and 12th. George Fernandez,
green flag,
Chuck Phelps makes up your field. Kick the tires, light the fires. We are green flag racing. I took a little bit longer to get through the field than I should have. Up front we go. Jason Warren battling on the high side, trying to get under Pope. Ooh, Sam Wetstein washes up, catches the apron, gets into Cody Bame a little bit there. No harm, no foul. They stay in the correct direction and straight. Sam Wetstein moves into the second spot. Not sure what happened with Jason Warren there. Wasn't quite paying attention. But we have the Pennzoil twins door-to-door for the fourth spot. Cody Bame looks like he's making a drive on the high side. He's going to clear Rick Rube. Rick Rube wanting to get in there. Driving in there, checks up, lets Bame on down. 4 complete. We've already had a lot of mix-up. We got cautions.
Caution
We
is
got
out. Caution is out.
Chuck Phelps and George Fernandez. Let's see what this was all about. Griffiths slow on the bottom. George Fernandez. Oh, insult to injury. Poor Chuck there. Nowhere to go. Let's take that back just a little bit. Fernandez loses it. Locks it down right in front of Chuck. Nowhere to go. A little bit of inside or outside wall contact there. And then Fernandez just doesn't bother to hold the brakes and drifts right back up the track in front of Chuck. Woo! Tough break for Chuck Phelps there, having to take his fast repair on lap number 6. As it shows him in the pits. Oh, he may have blown it up. He may be towing. Alrighty, looks like Fernandez is gonna get the wave around there. Somehow or another ended up coming out between the leaders in the pace car. We got them racked and stacked, going to green on lap 10. Pope, Wetstein, Warren, Bame, your top 4. Rick Rube, 5th.
Green.
Eric Tracy coming off 6th. Daniel Pope with a great start. Sam Wetstein able to get to the bottom and hold on to the second spot. Cody Bame hanging tough on the outside as him and Warren touch wheels there. They didn't. They weren't far from it. Oh, Rube around. Bates
All right, man. Caution
gets
is out.
into
Caution
him.
is
Let's
out.
see what that was all about. I'm not sure. Maybe that was a slide there on Rube. It looked like Rube was already around and Bates just kind of tagged him. Let's see what happens in the next corner. Oh, Rube sliding up. And Bates drives it in. Doesn't quite have enough time to check up or doesn't get checked up in time and finishes Rube off. And they scatter. A little contact there with the 12. Nothing too crazy. Chuck Phelps back on track, getting the lucky dog. He is on lap 8. The rest of the field is, or he's going to be on lap 9. The rest of the field is on lap 13. So he's a fair few down. We'll see what 4 laps down when the ticker rolls around. As long as there's no super long green flag runs, looks like we should get Alrighty, pace cars off. We're going to send them green yet again.
Green, green, green.
Pope with a good start. Warren back into second. Eric Tracy into third. Sam Wetstein trying to stop the bleeding, get down. Manages to get down in the 4th position. Sam Wetstein really having a pretty solid piece here tonight. Jason Warren on the bumper of Pope. These two qualified. We'll just go ahead and say it. They qualified at the exact same time because that's splitting hairs down to 1/1000th of a second to decide the pole sitter here tonight. This should be just an absolute heavyweight bout between these two absolutely missile fast short track racers. Daniel Pope, fast than anything on a paved oval. Jason Warren, a short track. Well, I don't know really what to call him. I don't really call him a legend and inflate his ego, but pretty wicked fast here on these short tracks. ARCA champion. I mean, what have you. Eric Tracy, another short track ringer. Josh Oswald moving to the 4th spot. Sam Wetstein having troubles dropping back pretty rapidly. Doesn't seem like he can get to the bottom. Finally gets to the bottom behind Cody Bain, but that's not before he drops all the way back to the 7th spot. A little contact there. William Griffith feeding a little bit of bumper there to Brandon Meyer. So we go back up front. Jason Warren is there, has the drive off, looks like. Pope has the drive in. Warren really reels him back in on exit. Especially here in 3 and 4. He's got 3 and 4 figured out pretty well. Jason Warren, your only 2-time winner here in the Tour Mods, looking to make it a back-to-back. And the points leader as well. So looking to extend a points lead and get a back-to-back win. We look through the field, not much going on. Eric Tracy still running in 3rd, right there in the catbird seat. Josh Oswald 4th, Dylan Bates in 5th, Cody Bain 6th, Sam Wetstein 7th, Brandon Meyer 8th, William Griffith running in that 9th spot. Kieran Church all the way back to 10th. He said earlier he was going to run a pretty conservative race to try and be there at the end. William Griffith having some wiggles. Tyler Rice in that 11th spot. George Fernandez involved in that early wreck, running in 12th. Chuck Phelps running his laps, a few laps down. 33 complete. On to lap 34. It is still Pope, Warren, Tracy, your top three. Getting into the meat of the sandwich, if you will. Into where everyone's just trying to save tires and set themselves up for success here in the late run. Where not a lot of racing is going to happen, but a lot of nose-to-tail racing. And Cody Bain
Caution is out. Caution is out.
makes hard contact with the wall. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Brandon Meyer slides up in there. Oh, he almost saves it. Brandon Meyer comes back and finishes him off. Hard contact with the outside wall there for that 78 machine. That's going to be a fast repair 100%. Chuck Felt's going to get another lap back. There's Chuck Feltz getting his wave around. 4 down, 3 more to go. 40 laps complete of the scheduled 125. Just past halfway to the halfway point. All right, we got them racked and stacked, ready to go.
Green flag, green flag.
All righty, we are off and racing. Pope with a good start. Jason Warren right there yet again into the second spot. Like I said before the green even flew, this is going to be a heavyweight title match between Pope and Warren. Both incredible short track oval racers. A little contact there from Eric Tracy. These guys are really a class of their own. Go ahead and hop inside the 16 machine. As looks like he's caught the ladder. Kieran Church almost about to go a lap down. I think he may have went in the pits for some reason, not quite able to get out in time to catch the field for the green flag. Duff break for the 22. Go ahead and take a ride in the pink and black 45 machine. Jason Warren using that apron. Trying to get that thing to rotate. 50 down, 75 to go. Using a lot of that apron. I'm not sure if he's burning the tires off or saving them, but this top 5 is separated fairly well. Bates in 4th, Oswald in 5th, Sam Wetstein back up to 6th after falling back a fair bit. Griffith in 7th, Cody Bain back to 8th, Tyler Rice 9th, Meyer 10th, Kieran Church a lap down in 11th. 22 maybe having some issues. Fernandez 12th, and Chuck Phelps 13th. Rick Rube looks like he retired after his incident at lap 26, but he is in the pits spectating the rest of this event. As I get back up to the front, Pope and Warren have separated themselves from 3rd place. Jason Warren with the 2nd fastest lap of the race. Eric Tracy, the fastest lap with a 12.76. Warren with a 7.8. Pope with an 80. Dylan Bates just busted off, or no, he didn't bust it off. He busted off a 12.78. Not exactly sure what lap that was. But Pope running about a 10th a lap faster than Warren. That time they're about even. Pope with a 9.9, Warren with a 13.02. The top 5 is spreading out just a fair few bit. Bates in 3rd, half a second back. Oswald half a second back off of Bates. Tracy half a second off of Oswald. Sam Wetstein half a second off of Tracy. Cody Bain about 3/10 off the back bumper of the 98 machine. And then Tyler second about a second. Tyler Rice about a second off the back of Bain. At the halfway point, it is still Daniel Pope up front, Warren in 2nd. We're halfway through it. I'm sure tire strategy is starting to come into effect as the lap times are slowly dropping. Daniel Pope looks like he's starting to stretch his legs. Jason Warren is slowly falling into the clutches of Dylan Bates. Working on trying to find you guys some Daytona 500 qualifying results. As it sits, Briscoe on the pole, Kyle Larson out. Jason Warren having a little bit of trouble there. Let's see what happened there. Oh, drove it out, climbed the wall, kept it down and in the correct direction. Rare slip up there for the 45. Tough break. Falls back to the 4th spot with just over 50 to go. May have used up those tires, unfortunately. Tough break for the 45 machine. Had an absolute missile tonight. Well, hopefully he can get back up there and salvage the top 3. But just further expands Daniel Pope's lead over second place. Second place now, Dylan Bates. Almost a second, the gap between first and second. Here we are, 50 to go. Jason Warren got it kind of gathered back up, got the tires cooled off, and is starting to run down the 17 of Josh Oswald. Cody Bame working on the back bumper of the 67. Cody Bame looks like he's sliding it in there like it's a dirt car. iRacing does have a dirt variant of this track, and it is arguably one of the best dirt tracks on the sim, at least in my eyes. Ooh, Eric Tracy climbs the wall.
All right, man.
Caution is out.
Caution is out.
I believe that would be obviously for the 67. Kind of the break that Jason Warren wanted to see. Yep, climb the wall. Oh. Yep, comes to a stop, brings out the caution. Looks like he may have towed that machine. But that was wild. Just narrowly missing the track exit there, which would have been big. Here in the late, getting into the late stages, guys are pushing the envelope on corner exit, trying to find every last bit of speed there is, and hitting the wall and climbing it. These open wheel tour mods will climb the wall at a moment's notice. Some notable names in looks like 16th place Jimmy Johnson, 18th Travis Pastrana, which is not bad. Travis Pastrana qualifying 18th in a car he's never driven before. Tomorrow night is the duels. A chance to tear up some race cars before the green flag flies on Sunday. Two cars will be going home this year from the Daytona 500. There are 42 registered, and NASCAR has moved to a 40-car field. Alrighty, we got them racked and stacked. Coming down the backstretch. It is Pope, Bates, Oswald, Warren, your top four. Cody Bame in the 5th spot. Bates with a great jump, able to get down in front of Oswald. Cody Bame gets around Warren. Warren into the 5th spot. Tyler Rice hanging tough, duking it out here with Sam Wetstein. Battling for the 6th spot. Sam Wetstein gonna get passed by Griffith, gonna drop back to 8th. Still hanging tough on the high side, not willing to give up. Battling it out with Brandon Meyer. Gonna lose that battle. It's kind of tough to hang on the outside here on these worn out tires. Bates getting aggressive, showing a nose to Pope, trying to make a challenge for the lead as we got 36 remain. Dylan Bates having got pretty familiar there with the front stretch wall at Stafford last week. Was dead set on knocking that thing down and eventually climbed the walls. Looks like he may be flirting with disaster here as well. Josh Oswald looking to try and find a way around. Cody Bame looking to find a way around Oswald. Cody Bame looks like he's got strength in the middle off. Looks like he is a skosh faster than Oswald, and he's having to check up on exit. Oswald makes the move, slides into second place. Cody Bame there touches Nerf bars. No harm, no foul. We stay in the same direction. I mean, we're into go time, so I mean, Cody Bame's kind of got to be aggressive there, try and make the move, but at the same time, you don't want to wreck a guy like Dylan Bates, who's fast enough to run back through the field and pay you back when it matters most. That has simmered down for the time being. You know it hasn't. Cody Bame is right there, not quite able to match the drive of the 91 off. Just can't get the nose. They may have made a little bit of contact here, but that is enough to root him off the bottom. Bohm to the third spot. Bates battling out. They touch tires. A little wiggle. Big checkup from Warren. Those guys were duking it out and slowed him up. Warren not able to anticipate the move. 26 remain. Jason Warren looking to get back into that top three, but time is a-ticking. We go back up front. It is Daniel Pope by about half a second over Oswald. Oswald a second over Bame. And this is your most intense battle on the track here. Bates and Warren. Jason Warren is there, just doesn't have the drive in that Bates does. Bates is able to defend the bottom. Oh, Tyler Rice around.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
We just barely caught the edge of that one, but we can see Tyler Rice pushing the envelope on entry. She steps out on him. Contact the inside wall. Ooh, Brandon Meyer hard contact. That is going to bend up both cars. Tough break for the 6 machine. As we got a caution inside 20 to go. Stir up a little drama. Brandon Meyer looks like he is in the pits. Believe he took a fast spare. He is rolling. The night is not over for the 33 machine. Daniel Pope still your leader. Josh Oswald up 6 spots into second. Cody Bame up 1 to third. Bates up 6 to fourth. Jason Warren falling 3 spots to the 5th spot. Kieran Church biding his time, playing it safe, and catching a lucky dog has got him back into the 6th spot where he started. So a slow conservative race out of Kieran Church is paying dividends. Alrighty, we got them racked and stacked one more time. Pope, Oswald, Bame, Bates, your top 4. Jason Warren in the 5th spot. Outside of him is Kieran Church in the double 2. Pace cars off. We're going to send them green one more time. Good jump out of Pope, Josh Oswald kind of kept caught sleeping there, not able to tuck back in right behind him. Cody Bain got him for the second spot. Jason Warren into the fourth spot. 16 remain. Lots of mutual respect between these four drivers. Daniel Pope looking to run away with 15 to go. What we're interested in is these three drivers right here. Lots of laps, lots of respect between these three drivers. 4 if you include Pope. 14 to go. As we take a look back behind, Dylan Bates scrapping it out with William Griffith for the 6th spot. Sam Wetstein there as well. Back up here, 12 to go. Josh Oswald trying to find a way around the 78 machine to move back into that 2nd spot. $11 to go. Cody Bain caught the apron there. That's going to not quite open the door for Josh Oswald. Cody Bain is wheeling that machine, giving it everything she's got to stay in front of Oswald. But we're running on fumes and down to the cords here with inside 10 to go. Cody Bain is definitely holding up. I'm not sure what happened there, but Cody Bain is definitely holding up Josh Oswald. Josh Oswald seems to be significantly faster. Trying to find a way around. Jason Warren keeps it straight. What a save out of the 45 machine. Wow. Oh, and he gets sent by Bates.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Oh,
Caution
and
is
kills
out.
Chuck in the process. Not really kills Chuck, but catches Chuck, pinches him into the wall, trying to get it back going. Let's take a look at this incredible save. She's sideways out of the corner.
I don't think that was on you, but
Gets her gathered back up. Off the pace a bit. Gets a little loose there. Bates really nowhere to go.
I ended up down on the apron. Okay, that's why I keyed up and went, what the hell was that about?
Yep. Alrighty, we're gonna go green with a green-white. Gonna go back green with a green-white checker. I promise English is my first language, folks. Alright, we're gonna rack them and stack them one more time. Pope, Bain, Oswald, Wetstein, your top 4. William Griffith sneaking his way into the top 5. Brandon Meyer in 6th. Pace car's
Green,
off.
green,
We're green flag racing. Josh Oswald not able to get the jump and beat Bain to the back bumper of Pope. Into 3 and 4 we go. William Griffith around,
All right, man, caution is
and
out.
we're going to get
Caution
one
is
more
out.
green white checker. We're going to get all the bonus laps tonight. Ooh, a little bit of contact there from Warren, driving it in. in panic mode, sends Griff up into the track around. It gets into Sam. A little bit of Brandon Meyer. Collects Warren back up. Tyler Rice able to shut it down and stay out of it. Tough break for Jason Warren. Not the night he wanted to have. Well, he was kind of hoping to ride the momentum and have a good finish. But not the case tonight. Tough break for him. Alrighty, we got him lined back. We're going to get him racked and stacked, send him for a final time. I believe that is it. 2 green-white checkers here in Thunderstruck. We're going to use them all tonight. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to rack them and stack them. Here we go. That's still going to be Pope, Bame, Oswald, Wetstein, Rice in the 6th spot. Brandon Meyer up to 5th. Here we go. Pace car's off. Final time. One more attempt at this. We're down to 8 cars. Cody Bame trying to challenge Pope on the high side. Does he have it? Pinches him down into 3 and 4 they go. Here they come to the white flag. Josh Oswald has the inside. Not quite able to get there. Pope able to defend. A little wiggle out of the 16. Puts a car on him. Josh Oswald drives it in deep. Tries to get there. Out of 4 he comes. Daniel Pope, wire to wire, wins it here at Lanier. What a finish. Josh Oswald 2nd. Cody Bame coming home 3rd. Brandon Meyer going to come up one spot short of the podium in 4th. Sam Wetstein back to 5th. What a finish, what a finish, what a finish. We'll go ahead and pull up your final results. While we do that, we'll go ahead and throw up the tour mod schedule. We'll give you a look and see what we got coming up next. Next week, we head to 5 Flag Speedways, home of the Snowball Derby. And let me get you the right results. Why is it showing qualifying? I want feature results. Here we go. Pull up the tour mod schedule. Then we head to South Boston and Nashville Fairgrounds next 3 weeks here on Rebels Racing Network. Alrighty, let's see if we got anybody in Discord ready to go. We got Cody Bame ready. Hey, Cody Bame, it's Alex up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Fantastic drive there for you. Come home in the 3rd spot. Hard fought battle. Tried to take a stab there at Daniel Pope there at the end on the high side. Didn't quite have enough tire. Go take us through your race.
Yeah, we qualified 4th, and then I just kind of got restarted on the outside at some point and just dropped way to the back, and then I was just riding around saving my tires, and me and the 33 had a little bit of a tangle, and then I had to come and use my fast repair, but I was just kind of picking them off throughout the race and worked my way up to 2nd, and then man, that last restart, I thought I had a slight chance at least making it a hell of a finish there, but we just got together and washed up a little bit. It was just racing, but that was I'm just really glad I didn't give up after I got wrecked there, and could have easily just turned the computer off and gone to bed, but they knew that we were here, and that's all I can ask for.
Alrighty, next week we head to Five Flag Speedway, go from the 2 bull rings to big wide open half mile. How you feeling about your chances there?
I mean, we'll see if I'm home by then because I'm actually going to Nashville for this upcoming weekend and taking a long weekend. So we'll see. But if I'm home, I'll definitely be there, and we'll see what happens.
All right, you got any sponsors, friends, family you'd like to thank before we get out here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Reaper Racing and SPM and Velocity Motorsports for the great setup, and yeah, just you for up in the booth and Josh Oswald for running the league. It's man, it's a hell of a time to run these modifieds and street stock. So I don't know what the hell else I do on a Wednesday night.
Get some sleep.
It's overrated. I can do that when I'm dead.
Yeah, damn right. All righty. Cody Bain, that's your third place finisher. Let's go ahead and grab Josh the Jet Oswald. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Where'd you qualified well outside the top 5, didn't you?
Oh yeah, 8th, totally. I, outran the outlap, got really loose in the turn 1 on my good lap, and started 8th. It was not my best qualifying effort, but
Yep, you had
made the night more interesting.
You had a slow, methodical climb to the second place. Go ahead and tell us what you saw through the windshield of that low flying aircraft.
I was just trying to keep patient and really keep the tires underneath me. I mean, towards the end, it was getting pretty loose on entry. I was having pull a T-Rice dirt track move, pitch her in there and drive it out. But yeah, I was really hoping. I knew it was going to get when we got those late race restarts between me, Daniel, and Cody. I knew it was going to get tight. I knew it was going to be exciting. I got my daylight moment there on the last green white checkered, but just couldn't put the power down early enough to hang on Pope's quarter panel into turn 1. I feel like if I would have hit the throttle sooner, we probably all three would have wrecked. So I didn't want that after such good battling up front majority of the race. So not the first time I finished second to Pope, probably won't be the last, but it was a good race overall.
Well, I mean, the top 3 wrecking for the win would have made for great TV. Alrighty, next week.
Yeah, great for you guys, not so much for us.
Hey, as long as it's great for me, it's all that matters. Next week's Five Flags, a big track. How you feeling about a big track?
I've got some wins in this league at Five Flags. Big sweeping corners, keeping the momentum, and definitely keeping the tires underneath you. Because if you get real tight at Five Flags, you can't use all that momentum going down the straightaway. You're in trouble. But outside wall and the front stretch comes at you quick. Should be a good race.
Yep, Five Flags with 5 lights total shining on the track.
Yeah, there might only be 4 now. They don't change bulbs very often.
All right, yeah, that's an understatement. For as big a race as they host, you think they'd have a bigger lighting budget.
Yeah, you'd think, but why waste money on silly things like visibility?
Yeah. All righty. You got any friends, family, sponsors? I think before we get out of here.
Yeah, everybody at Thunderstruck, Velocity Motorsports, Superior Performance Motorsports, Big Frig Coolers, and that's all my friends and family to watch and cheer me on from home.
All righty. Hopefully, we get a chance to talk to you next week. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Five Flags is dark. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and talk to your feature winner, Daniel Pope, wire-to-wire finish. Got challenged a few times. Go and take us through your race.
You were breaking up a little bit there, but I had a good car, good run, played the track position, got lucky with a good qualifying, and was fortunate enough to turn that into a pretty smooth race. Had a few challenges from Jason and a couple other guys. The car was not ideal, but we were able to hold on and pick up another win.
All right, am I breaking up now?
You're not. You're back.
Oh, well, I shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone and it fixed it instantly. I'm not sure what that was all about. Alrighty, well, that's the thing. Next week, is Five Flags. How do you feel about your chances there?
I mean, I'll run good. I mean, I don't know if that's one of those tracks where you gotta be smart with the tires and have a good turning car. So, I mean, I'll have a chance as long as I can maintain my tires. I didn't do a super good job of it tonight, I don't feel like, because that last green white checker there, I feel like Cody probably was going to be able to pin me down and we were going to have a drag race, but then the 3 wide and the 3 kind of knocked us all around, and next thing you know, I popped out back out in the lead. So I got to do a little bit better job of keeping the right front on these things. I tend to run it off, so that's be something I work on going forward.
Yeah, and another helpful tip for Five Flags is eat your carrots because you can't see nothing. I got 5 lights on the track.
That's true. Maybe we'll set some cars in the infield and turn their headlights on, and we'll be able to see a little better.
Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing. Alrighty, got any sponsor I think before we get out of here for the night?
Just give a shout out to the SBM guys. Jason Warren, who had a setup that I drove. I don't know where it came from, but I'm pretty sure he had it. And you guys for the league and everything you do.
Yeah, you guys were on another level, qualifying within 1/1000th of each other.
Yeah, I thought he was really the car to beat. I know he had some trouble late there. He did a perfect bump and run on me, and then was then didn't take it, and it was baffling to me. Kind of threw me off my game a little bit. Like if he'd have took that bump and run right there, he'd have been the leader, and he'd have drove away and won the race. So I think it was good to see him run good. I hate he had his trouble, but I really feel like he's probably the best car.
For sure, for sure. I mean, that's a lot of mutual respect between everybody that really raced in this league, and it really showed there with that. He sent you, but didn't take it.
I would have took it, so I don't know why he didn't take it.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully get a chance to talk to you next week.
All right, man. Take care.
Alrighty, that's all I got for you guys tonight. And as a wise man once said, Seacrest out.